Welcome back to a brand new episode of the BMW M3. So we're still on the Redish version 3 reinforcement plates, and we're doing a bit of corrosion repairs. Suppose I may as well get down there and show you where we are, show you what we've been doing. I have been cracking on off camera. It just takes so long to film some stuff, so I've been cracking on off camera, and me underneath, me lying down welding's getting much better. So let's show you what I've been up to. So both of the front underneath plates are done. This was my first attempt. I will try and tidy some of the welds up there, maybe bang a bit of the seam sealer on it. But yeah, this one's looking much better. I've literally just put a bit of acid etch primer over it, just while we've not been working on it. I've tacked these plates, the spacer plates on. I fitted one fuel tank bracket, and I've done this one. It's a few. I'm gonna fill these up with weld. When you're welding and doing these plug welds, it's quite hard. But yeah, I think my underneath welding's getting a bit better. Look at that, a bit more neater now. I'd say it's quite tricky because the two thickness is metal, but we're going to get cracking on. I wanted to ask you, what do you guys think of what I should go for? Should I go the green eco coating, or should I go carbon black? I always use U-Pole Raptor, the 2-pack stuff, but I'm thinking about giving that U-Pole Gravitex as it a go, which is just a 1K based product that sprays on. I've been watching loads of YouTube videos, and it does look quite good, and it is reasonably priced, and you can buy it in like 6 litres, so it's like you can buy it in bulk, so I can just blast it everywhere. Plus, I was wondering, like, I'm not a professional painter, what would you do with the original stone chip? Would you just scuff it up with a grey or a red scotchy? You know, like take the clean it up with brake cleaner, and then scotch it up with a grey or red scotchy? Or would you take it back to bare metal? There's places where it's peeled up, and I am going to take that back to bare metal. But there's places where it hasn't, and it looks solid. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what do you do? How far do you go? Do you know what I mean? Can you paint over the top of that? Or will it just peel away? Do you know what I mean? So if you know and you got any tips, bang us a comment below. That'll be awesome. Thanks so much. So yeah, let's get cracking, and we'll see how far we get today. So this is kind of what I've been up to. Any bits of like rust, cut brush it right down, and then get as much off. And then I'm POR metal prep and everything. I know I go on about the Redish motorsport guys, like, but they are all the only guys that are doing these restorations, you know what I mean, and are doing them to a mega high standard. Like, I think there's an hour-long video of them restoring a CSL, and it's mega. It's beyond belief how good it is. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm just doing what their process is. They cut brush it right down, and then the bits of metal that they can't get out or cut out, they treat with a POR metal prep. It's like a solution. You've got to keep it wet for over half an hour. You just keep brushing it in, and it seems to go in. I don't know if it eats the rust or it converts it or what, but it's supposed to stop the rust dead. And then you put your primers over the top. Do you know what I mean? Your rust inhibited primers. Yeah, so I'm just kind of doing what they're saying. All these bits where the tank was, it just had little spots of rust in the e-coat, and I'm kind of building this to keep. That's the plan. It's going to be nice, you know. I'm going to do a nice thing. You know how nice the Cosy is, so we're kind of just doing this to a nice thing, but I'm trying to use different products. That's why I'm interested in doing that, using that Gravitex. See what that's like, just different products. At least you know, but when I do the Mini, what options I've got. Yeah, see, the place is an absolute mess. But yeah, we've took the fuel bracket off because it was absolutely mega corroded fuel bracket was mega corroded and mega corroded behind it. Look at that, mate. You're never going to clean that up and make it look nice. So I bought a kit with brand new fuel brackets and brake brackets and fuel tank brackets. So I've already fitted one there. So my idea is to do like one side, try and get it into primer. See, that pocket needs a bit of rust treatment, but we'll get into that. But yeah, so bare metaled it, got the bracket off, bare metaled it. I'm just going to get this bracket off. Why? This is POR 15 and keep this wet for half an hour, and then you clean it off with a damp towel. And then it's like, this was like super shiny material, look, and it's gave it like some sort of like coating. It's gone all dull. You know, you have to excuse that. I've got the air blower in the car in case I do any welding, because the car literally is going on fire every 5 minutes when you try and weld. Must have loads of like internal rust inhibited, you know, like under seal inside. So yeah, cavity wax and all that, and it just goes up and starts smoking and smouldering. So yeah, but it's look, it's going to give a mad little coating. But yeah, I've read dead good things about it on the internet. So why don't you guys give it a try and see what you think? I'm just going to crack on with this and get this bracket welded on. So we've done a big hit this week. Got fuel brackets in, brake brackets on the driver's side. See that one? All this is in. I got this all down to bare metal, X primed. Our Redish motorsport reinforcement plate, front and rear. Front and rear, all welded in. We've got fuel brackets on the passenger side welded in, and we've got that big horrible repair welded in, and I made that out of plate, just started smashing it with mad little shapes. Done all right, so I welded that in. I've just put some X primer on it for now. All this will be covered with the fuel tank, so it doesn't have to look, well, should we say it doesn't have to look mega pretty, but it's still going to look nice. Do you know what I mean? I still like to have it looking nice. I'll just put some paint, because I think we're in like 5 degrees today, and it is absolutely bloody freezing. So yeah, we're getting there slowly. I'm going to jump up now, and I'm going to start doing the internal plates on internal welds. So we'll get up there and we'll show you what I'm going to use. So you'll have to excuse the welder. You can see here the welder going. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that I had like little, let's get the light on. Put my little light on. I had like, it's quite hard to show you here, but I had little cracks, 2 little cracks on both of the spot welds on the driver's side front mount to the subframe. This is some of the plates that you have to fit. These are like just covering plates to go over there. But yeah, these are the mounts for the front of the subframe. So I've done two holes to stop the crack, and then I've filed the tiny little MIG welds that they put in, and then I'm going to pool them with like most amps I've got, and then I'm going to do a couple of stitch welds here as well, clean that up. I've done the other side ready to roll as well. So let's blast these in. I've just cut these out. I've never used them before. I've got like a multi-tool which I bought when I was fitting our kitchen, and I knew you could get metal blades for them, but I never used it with metal blades. But oh my god, I thought I'll give that a go to keep the sparks to a minimum. You know what I mean? Because I've still got a little bit of the interior in the car, like the roof line and that. All the rest of the interior is kind of pulled out, and oh my god, it was absolutely amazing. No sparks at all. Dead easy. Super fast, quite really easy to keep it straight and that. So I'm going to use that more often, I think. I bought the plates from Tool Station. I've just got a little DeWalt saw, like, and it's absolutely amazing. So a little tip for you. So here we are on the front mounts, all welded in. As the clip before, I ground it down well, should we use the belt sander? I've got like a Boss little belt sander. Or we found cracks on the driver's side front, which was the worst one. Remember the worst one on the bottom where it was all cracked. See, there's that nice plate that I've welded in. Can't even see. That's cool. I'm not going to put a hole in because I absolutely hate these drain holes, and the drain holes just provide a place where water can get trapped. So I'm not going to put a drain hole there. I'm actually thinking about welding that one, putting a circle in there and welding that one up so there's no drain hole on that really, because this is a keeper. It's going to be my car. I'm going to keep it forever. So yeah, that's all MIG weld. I even threw quick MIG weld, bit of seam welding over all that extra and reinforcement plates. So the 2 plates there on top, they're just to close it off, but I'm not going to put them on until I've finished the back. There's plates that need to go in the back, and I need to think about what I'm going to do with the battery tray after removing that battery tray bracket. It showed quite a bit of pitting and rust. I know you can get a full battery tray bracket on the internet, but I don't really want to be spending like 140 quid on a full panel when I only need a section, so I might just make a panel for it. But that's something to think about. So yeah, just threw that in etch primer for now until we get back onto it. So I think that's going to be enough for this video. If this does go out around Christmas time, have a nice Christmas and have a happy new year, and I'll see you next year for more M3 madness. We're gonna get this smashed in. We're gonna get all the underneath done. I want to try and get it done for like the second week in January. I've got about a week off over Christmas, so I'm gonna proper batter it and try and get some videos out on it. If you're interested in stuff, please watch. I haven't even started stripping down the subframe yet. That needs stripping down and powder coating. Got a Super Sprint X pipe for the exhaust. I've got the Euro style tips I've got to put on the exhaust, so it's going to be look boss. Got a full red leather interior. I'm meant to got to go in heated red leather interior. I think I've sold the black interior to a local lad. I haven't heard from him in about a week, but I do need to get the front seats out for him really, but it is what it is, isn't it? They could do with a clean now. So yeah guys, all right, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next year. Please have a nice and safe Christmas. Laters.
All team motors, please like and subscribe. So notice always subscribe. All team motors, please like and subscribe.